Dr. G. You can call me Sunny from Feel Good Functional Medicine. And this is a special version of office hours. Right now, I don't have anybody in the office with me. And it probably is because those of you who know that who are aware you have access may not know how to get in. So if you are in the Energy for Life community and you're wondering how to access me directly, all you need to do is go into our private Facebook group, and there is a post that I have pinned that when you click the link, you're going to come right here into my Zoom room and be able to ask me questions. And that's the beauty of our Energy for Life community, which is here for all of Team Feel Good, those who are using the LifeWave Phototherapy patches within our team, those who are customers or brand partners. All of them have access to ask me questions about health issues. And so a lot of people are really benefiting from these resources that we have to share with you. And so today I thought I'd talk to you about something that is near and dear to my heart, only since I realized how important it was. Honestly, what was happening for me was I was beginning to see problems in my clients from issues because of technology. And I'm not talking about the eyes, I'm not talking about the brain, I'm actually talking about the posture, which kind of encompasses everything. So let me pull up my presentation, and we're going to talk a little bit about posture and how you can make a huge difference in your whole life by improving your posture. Okay, so first I've got to find this. Let me just find my presentation. Where is it? I hope everybody's doing good today. It's nice and cloudy out here in Bellingham, Washington. And if you're joining me, please drop in the comments where you are, where you're zooming from, where you are watching from. I think I would have had this up already, but I didn't. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay, now I can share my screen. I'm not sure why I'm having such technical difficulty. This is killing me. I know it's boring, you guys. Well, we'll just have to be. There we go. Okay. So why is sitting the new smoking? This is so sitting is the new smoking. And in fact, what I'm seeing is people are going to have lifelong troubles because of their phones. There's not just psychosocial issues that are happening with phones, but also it's creating problems for the whole body. I'm a family doctor and a functional medicine doctor, and I've helped people in many different ways, but now I'm focusing on lifestyle medicine to see if I can help people live longer, live better, with less effort, right? And so posture is so important. When we want to feel well, it can help. We want to think about it, whether we're sleeping, working, exercising, sitting, standing, and right now, what's going on in your body? Are you over a computer like this? Are you slumping? Because one time in our history, posture was a priority, right? People stood up straight. Something started to happen as there were more and more desk jobs, right? And people started to slouch a bit more. And now, I mean, it is a medical problem. There's actually a name for it. It is called text neck. It strains the neck, it strains the back muscles. And if you're a teenager right now and you're spending a lot of time like this, it's going to show up in your life much earlier than it would have, for people who didn't have phones when they were younger. It's important we understand that this kind of eye posture is going to create back pain and neck pain in the long term. And not just that, it actually affects the other organs, how well you're able to breathe, how well you're able to move. And what we find is that people who are sitting longer die earlier. And that's just something that we can fix, you guys. There are things like stand-up desks, adjustable desks. getting up and jumping around a little bit. But the more you're able to reduce your sitting time, the more you're going to be able to impact your life in a positive way. Huge meta study found that sitting increases overall mortality risk by 24%. Ouch. Heart disease by 18%, cancer mortality 17%, diabetes 91% if you're sitting 6 to 12 hours a day. That's huge. So, all we want to do is spend a little bit more time moving. Increasing activity lowers health risk, even for people who are very sedentary. In fact, if you're super sedentary, even a little bit of exercise can make a huge difference, research shows. So why sitting is the new smoking? Well, inactivity versus activity, that's the research I talked about. What happens is when you are folded, when you're in a flexed like taco body, your organs don't work as well. And this is a spiral of weak posture that can make it sort of feeds on itself. So first, let's talk about inactivity versus activity. Exercise will increase your life expectancy 4.5 years. So this is a beautiful study from the NIH. When you're meeting the NIH's guidelines, you are going to lengthen your life. And even a little bit is better than nothing, right? When we look at the effect of combination of slimming down, releasing weight with physical activity, we find that people who are carrying more weight and not active are much higher risk of getting sick and dying. Okay, so now we understand that some people, and in fact, most people who are carrying extra weight, this is probably related to toxic exposures. And it's important people understand that detoxification can help with weight release. So it's a very important piece there. It may not be, some people feel like I'm not eating anything at all, and yet I'm still holding on to this weight. I'm trying so hard. This is usually because the toxins that you've accumulated in your body have started to change your hormone balance with respect to metabolism, insulin sensitivity, and that's why some toxins, we actually call them obesogens, because they create weight gain and they make it harder for you to release it. That's why one of the things in our Energy for Life community, there's a detox, and I'll help you walk through a detox if you need to do that. Within the Energy for Life community, we also have a beautiful weight release program that incorporates detoxification. So if you're thinking about releasing some weight, this would be a way that you could get a program that has been used in thousands of people, highly effective. And that will help your posture too, right? It'll help your posture, it'll help your longevity. We're able to get more active when we can release the weight, and releasing toxins will improve our brain health long term. So it's not simply about standing up or moving. It's about how can you live an awesome life and feel good. So let's talk a little bit about the taco structure, flexed versus aligned. If you're, the ideal posture would have head, pelvis, shoulder alignment. You see everything you want it to be in a alignment. Now, what's typical? We're typically seeing people where they're all crunched over and they're not in alignment. And if you are sitting like this, you are going to die sooner. Okay, so you have to figure out a way to ergonomically adjust your situation so that this is not you. Okay, there's a vicious spiral of that. Weak posture leads to more weak posture, and when you spend all your time folded over, this is not good for much of your body, and this is where you will end with a crouch posture. So let's think about biomechanics and how people move, breathe, live. If you take steps towards getting this right, it's going to make a huge difference in your life. So basically, we want to balance in an aligned way. And I'm going to give you an idea that for an app that you can get, that's a free app that will help you see how you are balanced. All right. This is the Posture Zone app. It's a free app. It'll take pictures. It'll take your picture and help you understand. Are you in alignment? Are you crooked? Are you stacked? And once you understand that we want to be symmetric and stacked in alignment, you're going to be able to make small adjustments, right? If you take a picture and you see your shoulders are like this, if you're like this for a long time, like years, like something, maybe you tweaked your neck or something and you kind of favor a side. If you don't correct that, it will create other problems because everything is connected. So this is so important. So the Posture Zone app can help you look at that. Is one hip higher than the other? You want those to be in alignment and so that you are symmetric. All right. So you can take a picture with the Posture Zone app. You just look up, go to your app store and look up Posture Zone. And your head should be centered over your feet, right? Straight line, shoulders symmetric, centered over the feet. And once you start to feel what that's like, we want to try and remember it and reproduce it throughout our day. Pelvis should be symmetric, right? In order to stay alive a long time, we need to stay active. Compared with older adults who were always sedentary during a 2-year study, consistent, non-sedentary individuals have a reduced all-cause mortality. That just means a walk, guys. That just means a walk, or even standing up for a minute at your desk, doing an exercise snack. Exercise snack, you can do an exercise snack anywhere, right? But like a minute of dancing, jogging in place, being silly. Go into the kitchen. Maybe instead of grabbing a snack, we do an exercise snack. It can be invigorating and it will help you stay alive longer. As you do that, we want to stand up straight, right? The people who started to sit less experience an immediate reduction in mortality. So look at this. This is a stand desk here. It's wonderful to be able to get a desk where you can adjust the height of it so that sometimes you can sit, sometimes you can stand. So it's more than just inactivity. Without exercise, of course, your heart suffers. We decondition our heart. We have a higher risk of injury, and it makes it harder to breathe. I mean, when we are folded, try fold and try and take a deep breath. Right? When you're in that position, you really cannot take a great deep breath. And understand that the diaphragm, which is the muscle below your lungs, when it is crunched, it's not able to help your breath go as deeply as it should. So here you see right now, this individual we're working on trying to make sure we're sitting up straight so that we are not negatively affecting the gastrointestinal system, cortisol levels, obviously breathing as we talk about. And then there's something about better posture that can also even help your attitude, your approach, the way we feel emotionally when we are in this position is very different than the way we feel when we put our shoulders up, back, and down, right? Right like that. And this is actually an excellent way to exercise your back muscles and your posture muscles. I call this the grateful position. And notice with my thumbs going back, you can feel your scapula, the wings back there, press down to the back. And this can help you find a better position for your back. So of course, I could go through, there are more studies talking about how more sitting leads to disability and dying. And there is a strong relationship between more time spent sitting and the presence of not being of an ADL disability. That means not being able to do the things you need to do, like take care of yourself, tie your shoes, put on your clothes. And when we reduce the time sitting, it lengthens telomeres. And when we lengthen telomeres, we're going to live longer, right? And that's because telomeres are the little end caps on your DNA. And when we can make those longer by things like moving, nutrition, better sleep, and not sitting, we're going to live longer, better lives. So the breath test, okay, freeze wherever you are, take a deep breath, See how much you can get. How much air can you get? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to reset our posture, okay? Now, let's sit up straight, all right? Chest is open. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Now we want our head level and then not forward. We want it back. Now take a belly breath with strong seated posture or seated standing posture. You can take in so much more breath. It's incredible. This is going to help your respiratory status. So understanding that being in balance and aligned and getting into motion, these are the things that are going to make a huge difference. So just today, I want you to think about when you go through a doorway, think about your posture, what's going on with it, right? And if you realize you're crouched, take your shoulders up, back, down, head level, and head. We don't want our neck forward. We want our head level and also it back. And then you can practice a posture exercise with the grateful posture. Maybe when you're walking through a door, reset your posture, okay? When you're walking through that door frame, and that's a great time to say some kind of affirmation. Here walks a happy woman ready to serve. That would be an affirmation. Walking in, let's see, how can we serve other people? And as you're exercising, be posture aware. When you're jogging, if you're crouched over jogging like this, that is not great for your back, right? That's why I advocate slow jogging, very slow jogging with an upright posture. I actually call it mouncing because it's like marching and bouncing. It may look silly, but when my posture is aligned and I'm jogging, it's still great exercise. There's less risk of me falling. There's less because I like to jog in the woods, less risk of me getting tripping. I'm able to take my time and see in front of me so I'm able to see where I'm going. So I don't have to look down all the time, and it helps keep me in alignment. So when you're exercising, strive to stay in alignment, and consider something like yoga, Pilates, or some posture exercises that you can easily find online to help strengthen that posture so that you are going to be living long, living well, feeling good the whole time. All right, so I hope that has been helpful for those of you guys listening about posture, and reach out to me if you are in the Energy for Life community and you're not sure how to access your resources. Reach out to me. I'm going to be sending out, I've made a new web page that's going to have all the resources in one place. So whether somebody wants to sign up for the stress release course or the weight release course or the healing from mold illness course, all that is included in the Energy for Life community for those who are LifeWave customers internationally, and brand partners within Team Feel Good community. So if you don't know what that is, please feel free to shoot me an email or get the person who asked you to check out this video. They may know more about it, but my email is clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed.com. That's clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed.com. And I am actively looking for other practitioners who would like to do a resource exchange, so that we will be able to grow together, healing ourselves and healing others. So you guys have an awesome, awesome day, okay? Take care.